श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समाह्वाय नमो यामुनसूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणां सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज रेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने नमः अचिन्त्य अद्भुत अक्लिष्ट ज्ञान वैराग्य राशये नाथाय मुनये अगाध भगवत भक्ति सिंधवे। So this is the first line of the first quarter of the verse. Abhutapurvam mama bhavi kimva. The second quarter, sarvam sahene sagajam hi dukkham kintu tadagre sharanagatanam prabhavo natha natenu rupaha. That is the full verse. So we have abhutapurvam mama bhavi kimva. Already this is what we call naityanusandhanam, self-abnegation, lowering one's own status, that already I have suffered everything. There is nothing more to suffer. So that's the meaning of it. Naraka Garbhavasa Janana Marana Kleshadigale Yatrayaha Ponda. So we are caught into the cycle of the birth and death. So after the death, in one birth, that is in one's life, one may have to go to the hell for suffering for the sins committed, and therefore the Narakavasa, we can take it as Narakavasa, living in hell. That is not actually living in hell, suffering in hell. The second is Naraka Garbhavasa. Perhaps though we say that we remain in the mother's womb for a few months, where after we get the sense organs fully grown, well grown, we will have bliss of the Lord. But still, both the mother and the child are suffering. So it is called Naraka Garbhavasa. So Garbha is also a Naraka. The pregnancy is also a hell. If you want to understand the seriousness of the hell, one has to read the Matru Panchakam of Sri Shankaracharya, how much the mother suffers. The first few months, we call it in Tamil Mashakkai, she will have no taste of anything. She will dislike anything. She will hate anything, any food. What you call the weird behavior will be there. And they used to say she would like even to consume ashes or tamarind. It's a very queer desire that we get. A lady gets when she is on the family way. Afterwards, she will have no hunger, she will have no taste, and suddenly there will be great hunger because there are two mouths to feed. and she has to eat a lot. After the delivery, one used to say that you should not watch a lady, a nursing mother eating something. You should not watch a nursing mother taking food, because she has to take a lot of food for the sake of the child also, because she feeds the milk to the child. And therefore, these are all something which normal delivery is today, uh, we can say, rare, and therefore cesarean delivery, uh, delayed delivery, premature delivery, all these are all some problems. So that will be what we call dangerous risk to the both mother and the child. So Naraka Garbhavasa, the life in the womb, which almost is like a hell. Then Janana, birth, Marana, death, then Klesha. Even while giving birth to the child, the mother suffers. The child also suffers. And even at the time of death, we have a lot of suffering. And there is a very, what we call, frightening description how our life ebbs out of our body. At that time, we have excruciating pain. And it is almost like what we call churning the vertebrata, that is the backbone of our body. Churning the stick is our backbone, the churning stick. It will be just used for churning the getting the life out of the body. So that is why, Periyalvar said it in the what we call a decade called Tuppudayare, and the suffering should be minimum. We pray to the Lord for minimum suffering during death. That becomes a journey also, frequent journey. Yatrayai ponda enak. Every time I am born, every time I die, I suffer throughout the life. I suffer my existence in the womb, and so எனக்கு முன்பு அனுபூதம் அன்றிக்கே. Previously, I had no experience of such a great suffering. இனி அனுபாவியமாயிருப்பதொரு துக்கம் உண்டோ. I have had enough suffering. I have had all sufferings. So there is no new suffering. There is no fresh suffering which has not been experienced earlier. Kim Chepe is given as Kim Chepe. Is there anything that we can get some new experience? So Sarvam Sahe Adi Vyadihal Paraparibhavam. Adi Vyadigal. Vyadi is physical disease. Adi is mental disease. Adi is mental disease. So we suffer mentally also. Vyadi is physical disease. Paraparibhavam, others insult us, others belittle us. Paraparibhavam. There are two meanings. Paraparibhavam, the highest insult that we can get, and also the insult from our enemies, the insult from our foes. There are many people who mock at us, scoff at us, they make fun of us, and so we tolerate all that. Sometimes we retort against the insult. Then again we get more and more insult. Then Shita Ushnadihal, we suffer the climates, both in the physical frame and also mentally. So we are cool, we are very cool, and we are hot. The hot and cold atmosphere. So the climate, the cold climate is tolerated. The hot climate is borne, B-O-R-N-E. Then Tat Vishlesha Janita Dukkha. Then suppose I enjoy the cold climate, I suffer the hot summer. Therefore, I feel very unhappy when the cold climate is over. So sometimes we like summer. The summer is wanted. Then if the summer goes off, the summer season is over, then we feel that we are separated from the summer season and therefore we suffer. In any case, we are suffering. Either when we suffer mentally, so we want to get out of the suffering. So when we suffer physically, we want to get out of the suffering. Vishlesha is both meaning separation and union. That is the beauty in Sanskrit. So Vigataha Sleshaha, then Vishishtaha Slesha. Vishishtaha Slesha is our strong union with the problems in life, our strong detachment towards the problems in life. So Tata Vishlesha Janita Dukkham, Janita Dukkham. The suffering, the difficulty that we experience, that is born out of either union or separation. And the most important point here is Tat, we refer to Tat is Brahma, Lord, Almighty. We suppose we forget the Lord for a moment, we suffer. We forget Him for a long time, we suffer a lot. The meaning is, the principle is, let us meditate on the Lord 24/7. When we are, though the Lord Sriman Narayana is the Antaryami in our mind, we don't think of Him. Therefore, we suffer. Separation makes us suffer. And of course, this attitude of separation. And therefore, Tat Vishlesha Janita Dukkham, meaning forgetting the Lord. Forgetting the Lord will make us suffer. Ivatre ivar sahikka vallarai solluகிறார் அல்லர். These are not very much Pillai gives a different twist here. Ivatre ivar sahikka vallarai solluகிறார் அல்லர். These are not the meanings of the word sarvam. These are not the meanings of the word sarvam. But what? What is it mean? What does the sarvam mean? What does the word sarvam mean? All mean. Atma Nityan, Kalam Anadi, இவற்றை பொறுத்து உட்கொதி போலே நசியாதே கிடந்த ஆச்சரியத்தை கண்டு சொல்கிறார். I am able to bear all. Sagajam ki dukkham is there. Already Sagajam ki dukkham. Sarvam Sagajam ki dukkham. The paradox is, the contradiction is, Atma Nityam. The soul, individual soul is permanent, doesn't die. But we are worried about the death. Atma Nityaha. Then Kalam is Anadi. The time is beginningless. And but still we are worried about the time. So Ivatte Poruthu, based upon the permanent existence of the individual soul and the time which has no bound, which has no border, which has no beginning, Utkodi Pole, we suffer the heat inside. The hot, we have the hot attitude. Utkodi Pole. Nashiyade Kedanda. We don't get perished Ashyade Kadanda, Ascharati Kandu. Now, in spite of the great suffering that we undergo, we are not finished. We still live. We still continue to suffer. That's the meaning of Ascharya. What is surprise? What is the shock that we have here is, in spite of the drawbacks in our life, we don't go to the end. We continue to suffer. More and more we commit bad deeds, we accrue sins, and then we get the next birth, and we don't put a stop to the suffering, though we know that the individual soul is permanent. The next one. So me sagajam hi dukkham anadikalam karma me nirupakamaha pondayana. Adin palamana dukkhamum sagajamam. So I've been engaged in actions anadikalam, from the beginningless time. I have been engaging myself in a lot of actions. The actions may be good and bad also. Mostly bad, and some are only good. I don't practice karma yoga. I do actions. I don't have any concentration on doing good actions. I perform many actions. So the action is my forte. Performance of action is my forte, speciality. And what happens is, because I do wrong actions, phalamana dukkhamum sagajam. I know that I am doing bad action. I know the consequence. Therefore, my suffering is also natural too. I know that I will suffer because of my bad action. Therefore, what will be the consequence of my bad action? I know very well, but still I do, and therefore I deem it as, I consider it as natural. Then kintu means but. What is that but? There is something which is intolerable. So intolerance is something unique. Because I perform bad actions, I suffer. Because the suffering is also natural to me. It is not something surprising. It is not wonderful. Because I know that my bad actions will result in sins. And again, I continue to suffer. But there is one thing that I cannot tolerate. What is that tolerance? What is that which is intolerable? Sadagre, Sarvasheshiyai, Sarvatra Sannihitarana Devan Munde, Sharanagatanam Parabhavaha. So you are the Almighty, you are the leader of the whole world, all creation, Sarvasheshiyai. So in your presence, Tadagre, you are everywhere, Sarvatra Sannihitarana Devan Munde. So in front of you, who is present everywhere. Antar Bahishcha Tat Sarvam Vyapya Narayana Sthitaha. You are in my heart, you are outside my heart, you are everywhere. You are a witness to all actions that we perform, good or bad. But there are good people, they have surrendered to you, Saranagatanam. But they are also insulted. This is my shock. This is something intolerable. Your devotees get insulted. Sharanagatanam parabhavaha. Your followers are defeated. In generally, in war battlefield, defeat is also imminent. The victory is rare, or victory can also be there, but defeat is also often experienced. So, but devotees getting defeated, I don't know. I cannot tolerate. I cannot tolerate devotees. Your devotees getting defeated. because you are the master of the whole world. You can save the surrendered people, and you are available everywhere. Therefore, you can come to the rescue of the devotees. If you are not coming to the rescue of the devotees will get defeated, and that aspect is I'm worried about. So one pakkal, because they are near you, நெஸ்தபரராயிருக்கும் அவர்களுக்கு, because they have deposited their burden of sins and merits to you, சப்தாதி விஷய பிராவண்யத்தால் வந்த எளிவரம். The problem is, in spite of the devotion experienced by the people who are near you, they are also getting bogged down by the pleasures of the carnal pleasures of this world. Shabda, Adi, Vishaya, Pravana. So our engagement, our busy action is towards the pleasures of this world, worldly pleasures of this existence. We hear something and we get attached to that while we listen to something. Other than God, we are talking about something other than God. So all the sense organs lead us astray. They take us to some other wrong path. Sorry. Shabda Adi. These are the five. Shabda, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Spasha. Sorry, namely the sound, the smell, the aroma, the taste, the form, and the touch. These five tanmatras mislead us, and therefore, in spite of our obedient attitude towards the Lord, because we fall at His feet, in spite of it, the devotees are also infested with such influences, wrong influences of the tanmatras, namely sound, smell, touch, taste, and form. So I think we will have to go to the next paragraph that it continues in page 72. I think you understand our problem. So one may ask the question, but why there are so many creations which lure us, L-U-R-E, lure us into wrong path? And that is where you find that if you concentrate by meditation on God, the distractions are many. The distractions are so many that they block your concentration, and therefore we have to come out of the that blockage. We have to dismiss those interruptions and then come out of the problem, and then our continuity in meditation should be maintained, and there we have a miserable failure in spite of our devotion, in spite of our deep devotion. One example is Vishwamitra, a very great sage. He got the title from Vasishtha that he is a Brahma Rishi. He was the earlier Raja Rishi, the royal sage, king as well as sage. There are only two people, Janaka and Vishwamitra. Both of them are royal sages. Janaka was a king. He had the detached attitude in the life. And though he called Sita as his own daughter, he was very much aware of the philosophical import of the Shastra. He had a tuition under Yajnavalkya, Shatananda, and so on. So he was very knowledgeable. And Vishwamitra too. Vishwamitra did a lot of penance. When he did a lot of penance, Indra interrupted, sending Menaka. Menaka came near the sage. The sage was attracted toward Menaka. He married her, had a child, Shakuntala, the girl child. And the condition for the marriage was, as soon as the child is born, Menaka will leave Vishwamitra. So Menaka left Vishwamitra. Shakuntala became an orphan. And you know the story in Mahabharata. So later on, again Vishwamitra started doing penance. Every time he made more and more serious penance. And he had been doing it for thousands of years. And Indra sent again Ramba, again another celestial nymph. This time he became aware. He was awake, fully awake. He understood the problem. So he cursed Ramba to become a stone. So he was not badly influenced by Ramba, the celestial nymph. So the point is here, even those sages who you have already the control of sense organ or rather self-control will be distracted by the pleasures of this world. The temporary pleasures of the world, that's the more important. The permanent pleasure is our residence in heaven, enjoying the proximity of the Lord and becoming almost equal to the Lord in all auspicious qualities. But in spite of it, we get into the mire, M-I-R-E, the mire of this world, and then we are bogged down and we are not able to come up out of it. We cannot come out of it. So page 72 starts with blaming the God, blaming the God. Why do you attract me with a lot of such what you call moorings of the world? பாவியேனை பல நீ காட்டி படுப்பாயோ. Lord Ranganatha is lying down. He is doing what you call fiend sleep. பாவியேனை, because I am doing lot of sins. பாவியேனை பல நீ காட்டி. You are showing lot of objects of pleasure which distract me, and you are lying down without any worry. Padupayu. The most important point is when we have some problems around, we have to come out of the problem. The problem will be there, the problem will be given to you, and then you have to come out of the problem. Without problem, your coming out of the world is not something unique. You will be a greater person if you come out of the problem when there are problems. கிரி செய்து என்னை புறத்திட்டு இன்னம் கெடுப்பாயோ என்று விஷய சந்நிதியை தொடங்கி எளிவரவாயிரே அனன்ய பிரயோஜனர் இருப்பது. Now again he is blaming slightly blaming the Lord. கிரி செய்து என்னை making me sway from the path, deviate from the right path. புறத்திட்டு இன்னம் கெடுப்பாயோ. Are you trying to spoil me further? Then Vishaya Sannidhiye தொடங்கி, the Vishaya Sannidhi is our proximity towards all the pleasures of this world. Then Elivaravayire Ananya Prayojana. Those who concentrate on God and they feel that God is the only protector and they have no other purpose without worshipping the God. There is no other purpose except worshipping the God. Such people also are wrongly influenced by the objects of this world. பகுவச்சனத்தாலே சொல்லுகிறது. பகுவச்சனத்தாலே சொல்லுகிறது meaning in plural, it gives in plural. ஒருத்தனுடைய எளிவரவு சஜாத்தியர்க்காக வந்தது என்று. I told you already, if I am not suffering with the problems in life here, personally, individually, if I am not suffering with the problems here, then at least I can see others suffering. And I can take pity on others. If I am able to help, I can help them come out of the problem. So because it is a human being as a society, when it suffers, when others suffer, so that is why he is given as Sharanagatanam Parabhavaha. Sharanagatanam is Bhagavachan, is the plural word. The plural word, because though I have no problems personally, so there are problems to the devotees who surrender to you. There are so many devotees, so many people who fell at your feet, but they are also suffering. Yanganam Theruvar Umar. So when will they get redeemed? How will they get out of it? Yanganam Theruvar Umar. Umar also means gods. Umbar or Umar. Gods also get into trouble. So என்கிறபடியே உனக்கு கை புகுந்தவர்களும், let us take it for granted that we have come into the fold of Lord. We have come into the protective cover of the Lord. உனக்கு கை புகுந்தவர்களும். We have come into the protective cover of the Lord. But still, afterwards, what we do is we suspect the Lord, whether we will be protected. உன்னுடைய ரட்சணத்தில் அதிசங்கை பண்ணுவார்கள். So there will be a suspicion on the over the Lord, whether he will protect us fully. Atishankai is great doubt. In Sanskrit, Shanka means both fear and doubt. So we have some fear. Even after we get into the what we call Lord's protection, we have very great doubt, great fear. That's what we are actually doing. So after surrendering to the Lord, we still have fear. When will he protect? How will he protect? How will he protect us? When will he protect us? How long will he protect us? How much will he protect us? So we have got a lot of doubts. உன்னுடைய ரட்சணத்தில் அதிசங்கை பண்ணுவார். நாத இது தன்னரசு நாடாகில் தேவருக்கு வருவதுண்டோ. If we are in Vaikuntham, there is no suffering. So he said, you are the leader for all of us. Whether it is Leela Vibhuti in this world or Nitya Vibhuti of Vaikuntham, that world, here or there. But if it is your own country, namely Vaikuntham nation, then you will have you will have no problem because there is no need for protection of the devotee. Whereas உடைமை நோவுபடுவது உடையவனுக்கு எளிவர வந்தோம். We are your possessions. We are your property. And the property suffers. Will you not take any step to solve the problem? The property is suffering. உடைமை நோவுபடுவது. உடையவனுக்கு எளிவர வந்தோம். The owner should take care of the property. Without taking care of the property, the owner will make the property suffer. So we are all the properties of the Lord. So we call him Swami. We are called Swam. S-W-A-M. One letter, only one syllable. Swam. He is Swami. He is the master. When the servant suffers, master is responsible. So Tena Anurupa. You only told us in Krishna Avatara that Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayisha. I will relieve you from all the sins. என்று தேவருக்கு அனுரூபம். You told us, you promised us. You please keep up your promise. Don't give up your promise. If you don't keep up your promise, my feeling is intolerance. அது தனக்கு அசக்கியம். Very beautifully presented by very Periva Chanpillai. You can take the Charma Shloka of Ramavatara also. Abhayam sarvabhutebhyaha dadami etat vratam mama. I will give protection to all living beings without any exception whatsoever. You have assured us. You have given a Charma Shloka in Varahavatara, as you said, Tengalai Sampradaya Varahavatara, Aham Nayami Madbhaktam. Say, I will take him to Paramam Gati, the highest destination. I will do it for you. Because at the time of death, the human being is like a stone or a log of wood. Kashta Pashana Sannibham. Just like a log of wood lying down, lifeless. Kashta, log of wood. Pashana, stone. As inert like a stone. And you said in Varahavatara, I will take you. And then you also said in Ramavatara, Sakradeva Prapannaya, do some single Anjali. You just surrender once. I will protect you. This is my vow, you said. Etad Vratam Mama. In Krishnavatara, you said, Sarvadharman Parityajya, give up all your fruits of action. Sarvadharman Parityajya, Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja. Take me as the only protector. Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja. Combining with my spouse, Mahalakshmi. You must take me as a single pair, a couple as a single entity. You just surrender. Vraja meaning go. That is go to the succor. That is seek shelter under me. And Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishami Ma Pujaha. You said don't worry. But Sharanagatanam Dukkham Asti. People are suffering. Those who are surrendered to the God, they are suffering. In my case, personally, I can tolerate such a suffering. But when all others, when you see that all great devotees suffer, then what can, I mean, it is intolerable. I cannot bear the sight of the devotees suffer. Your devotees suffer. In your presence, Padagre, it does not deserve for your status. not to leave the devotees in lurch. That's it. ஆவி திகைக்க ஐவர் குமைக்கும் சிற்றின்பம் பாவியேனி பலனி காட்டி படுப்பாள் தாவி வையம் கொண்ட தடம் தாமரை கட்கே last night கூவிக்கொள்ளும் காலம் இன்னும் குறுகாகும். So ஆவி திகைக்க, ஆவி is the individual soul, life in our body. ஆவி திகைக்க, we are so much enamored, wrongly attracted, that ஐவர் குமைக்கும் சிற்றின்பம். The ear, the nose, the mouth, the eye, and the skin. They are the five. Ivar. Ivar kumaiktum chittim. The temporary, transitory happiness that we get out of using the five sense organs. Five wise sense organs, wisdom sense organs. The other five are the motor sense organs are there. Hand, leg, and so on. So, Avi Tiheka, we are just like the example will be two small examples. One, a fish wants to take the small worm from the bait, B-A-I-T. When the fisherman gives a worm in the bait, out of love for food, the fish is caught into his net. There is a sharp hook, sharp pin in the with the worm. In order to eat the worm, the fish is getting caught into the net of the fisherman. The other one is and that is what we call, of course, Jihva Chapalam, the wavering mind of the tongue. Now, one more example. I'll just tell you now. The firefly gets killed by falling into the fire. Vittal Puchi, Nerpula போய் விழுந்துரும். The firefly falls into the fire. It wants brightness. So in order to see the brightness, it goes near and gets hurt by fire. So it gets killed. One more example is that we are caught into the net of mundane existence. So Avi Tiheka, we cannot avoid getting tempted. So a lot of temptations are there. We get what we call surprised. So the Ivar Kumakim, the five sense organs give us some pleasure. So our Bhaviyene Palani Kati Padupal. There are so many objects in this world which distract us from God. Tavi Vayyam Konda Tadam Tamarai Kakke. So Tavi Vayyam Konda Tadam. So here you have been incarnating in this world. Kuvikolum Kalum Innum Kulhar. Every time I had a lot of births. I have been caught into the cycle of birth and death. And my life is very long. My life is very long. The span of life is very long. So I want to get closer to you as soon as possible. Kuvikolum Kalam Innum Kuruhar. That meaning, so you please call me to your abode, Vaikuntham. I am ready to come even now. Let's see. So I will be united to your lotus feet. Okay. Will you not reduce the time of my life? That's the meaning of Sirvai. So this is a very beautiful, famous line. The first line and last line is very important. ஆவி திகைக்க ஐவர் குமைக்கும் சிற்றின்பம் கூவிக்கொள்ளும் காலம் கூறுவார். I am not ready to experience the pleasures of this world anymore. Though it's a pleasure. But it's not a permanent pleasure. Impermanent pleasure. Transitory pleasure. Temporary. So I don't want to have a temporary pleasure anymore. So I want to have permanent pleasure. That is Vaikuntava. அருளாய் அறிவார் வீரானாய் வெரிகோள் சோதி மூர்த்தி அடியே நெடுமாலை கிரி செய்து என்னை புறத்திட்டு இன்னும் கெடுப்பாயோ. லாஸ்ட் நைட் விருது ஒன்று அறியா அடியே ஆவி திகைக்க. Again the same thing, ஆவி திகைக்க. My soul, my individual soul is so much tempted. அறிவிலே இருக்கு. I am ignorant. அருளாய் அறிவார் உயிரானாய். You are the right person to bless me. And you are my life. Because you are Antaryami in my mind. You are the inner soul in my heart. And therefore, you are to bless me. And you are the most knowledgeable person. Omniscient. Sarvajnatvam. Jnanam is there. You are wise. I am unwise. I am ignorant. You are knowledgeable. And therefore you are my life. Very cold Shodhi Murti. Your quality is brightness. Shodhi is Jyoti. The effulgence is your quality. The most bright object is you are the most bright object. Brightest object. Adiye, I am a slave to you. Nedumale, you are great in everything. Even in height, you are tall. You are taller than me. Kirishayde Puratittu, you made me, you tricked me. And then Innam Kedupal, you want to spoil me further. Viridu Vandra Ariya Adiye. I don't know anything except you. Anyone except you. I am very innocent also. So I do not know how badly the world influences me. So Adiyen Avi Tihikke. So you have made me get distracted towards the pleasures of this world. My fragrant icon Lord of infinite radiance. That's what they call meaning Shodhi Murti. Very cold Shodhi Murti is infinite radiance. So will you still keep away and kill me with your tricks? I told you. You are tricking me. You are a trickster. Allah knowing nothing else. I don't know anything except you. My soul is up to you. So that is the beautiful. Of course, the second half is quoted in the comment. எடுத்த பேராளன் நந்தகோபன் தம் இன்னுயிர் சிறுவனே அசோதைக்கு அடுத்த பேரின்பக்குல இளம் கலிலே அடியனேன் பெரிய அம்மானே தடுத்த போர் அவுணனுடல் இரு பிளவாக்க கைவுகிர் ஆண்டயம் கடலே அடுத்தது ஓர் உருவாயின்றி வாரான் எங்கனம் தேடுவர் உமர். The beauty is the description of the incarnation. Lord Krishna was born to Devaki and Vasudeva, but he was brought up by Nandagopa. Nandagopa had the luck of bringing up the child Krishna. So, Edutha Peralan Nandagopa. If you want Andal's words, Undu Madagalitran Oda the Tolvalian Nandagopal. 18th verse, Tirupavai Pasuram. Undu Madagalitran Oda the Tolvalian Nandagopal. And the first verse, first Pasuram, Tirupavai. Kurvel Kudungalan Nandagopal. There is one more. Then கற்றுக்கரவை கணங்கள் பலகரந்து செற்றார் திறனழிய சென்று செருச்செய்யும் கோவல். These are the three beautiful adjectives given by Andal Godadevi in her Tirupavai for Nandagopan. Nandagopan was so fortunate, lucky, that he could bring up Lord Krishna as a child. How did he treat Lord Krishna? How did Nandagopa, as a foster father, treat Lord Krishna? Very beautiful. Kurvel Kodandolilan Nandagopa. He has a spear in his hand. Kurvel, a very sharp spear in his hand. Spike in his hand. And he wants to protect the child all the time, 24/7. He does not want to allow anybody to come near the child, because the child will be affected in some way or other. In Gokulam, the cow pen, after the child was grown, nobody left it on the ground. Each one of the cowherdesses lifted the child, that they didn't allow any time for the child Krishna to crawl. Such a beautiful child, Nandagopan did not allow anybody to come near. So Peralan, and you know, practically we know that a child just born will have exposure to infection, easily exposed to infection, and therefore the child is kept solitarily along with the mother in a hospital or at home when it is freshly born. Infections should not affect. So Nandagopan did not want even the fly or the mosquito to bite, the ant to bite Lord Krishna. But in order to kill a small ant or mosquito or fly, he had a very great big spear, sharp spike. Kurvel Koduntholilan. He is a tyrant. He is a dictator. He was cruel. He was cruel to all the what you call small insects also, which may disturb Lord Krishna. Kurvel Koduntholilan Nandagopan. Then you have Kattikkaravai Kanangal Palagarandu Chetrar Tiralaliye Shendu Thericheyum Kutramondillada Kovalam. He is a good cowherd. Nandagopan is a good cowherd. And he had a lot of cows, lot of other cattle, lot of goats, sheep, and bulls. When a lot of cows are milked, Kattikkaravai, along with the cows were protected. No cow was without the calf. The calves were also allowed to take milk. So Kattikkaravai Kanangal Palagarandu. There are milking cows. Cows provide a lot of milk. And then he had a lot of herds, HERDS, herds of cows. A lot of herds of cows. unlimited in number, uncountable in number. So Kachitkaravai Kanangal Padakaran, his duty was to make people milk the cow. Padakaran, Shatra Teralviya Shendu Selchi. If there are enemies, they will be afraid of entering into Gopal. So Shatra Teralviya, they will be weak. The enemies will be weak. Shatra Teralviya. Shendu Selchi. If enemies are ready to fight with him, Nandagopa will go to their country and fight with them and defeat. Shendu Selchi. Then how was Nandagopa? Nandagopa was flawless. Nandagopa did not commit any mistake. Kuttramam illada Koban. Just like the Lord, just like the son SOM, the father was also Kuttramam illada. Kurayundram illada Govindan, Kuttramam illada Kovan. Nandagopa was a good father of the good child. That is the third adjective that he gives, Goda Devi, Andal gives in Tirupavai, 18th Pasuram, is Undu Madahalithan Odada Toldan. If the enemies bring what you call a very violent bulls are directed towards, pushed towards the enemy. So while that Undu Madahalithan, even the elephants are, maddening elephants are slated against Nandagopa. Undu Madagalit. There the elephants are, the mad elephants are pushed into fighting with Nandagopa. Undu Madagalitan. Oda the Kolvalyam. He will not run away. He is not a coward. He will not run away from the battlefield because the elephants are coming and attacking. So Undu Madagalitan Oda the Kolvalyam. He is so strong that he will not run away from the battlefield. Nandagopa, that kind of a very heroic father, a very great, lovable father. That is the beauty of Nandagopa. So that Nandagopa, Lord Krishna as a child loved him so much. Uyir Chiruvan, in Uyir Chiruvan. Lord Krishna is be and end all for Nandagopa. So Ashodhikku adutha Perinba Kula Ilam Kalide. You will find another adjective in the first Pasuram of Tirupavai. Yashodai Ilam Shinga. Karmeni Chengat Kadirmadhyam. I'll tell you. Chirmal Kumai Party Helmet Tiruvinan, Kurvel Nandagopan Kumara. Erar the Kanni Yashodai Ilam Shinga. Yashoda is given the adjective. Eraranda Kanni Yashoda Ilam. She has eyes. She has beautiful eyes. Her beautiful eyes are purposeful because as a leader of the place, as a lady leader of the place, she did not want any cowherders to suffer. That is the greatness of Yashoda. She is for the ladies. She is for the protection of the ladies in the cowherd. All the cowherders will be protected by her because her husband is the leader of the place, Gokulam, and she was the lady leader. She was the mistress of the place, the master and mistress, and she Eran the Kanni. Her eyes are beautiful. Her eyes are beautiful because she extended protection to the entire Gopal. Therefore, Eran the Kanni Yashoda. Then for that Yashoda, you have a cub, Ilam Shinga, young cub. Because in order to drive away the mad elephants, the father is a lion. Father is a lion. Therefore, lion has a cub. Ilam. So Ilam Kalire. இளம் களிரை. களிரை இஸ் மேல் எலிஃபென்ட். அடுத்த பேரின்ப குல இளம் களிரை. So Yashoda was so happy, and Alvar is also jealous of. Alvar is jealous of Yashoda, and he says Devaki did not get that happiness. The real mother did not get the happiness. தொல்லை இன்பம் இறுதி கண்டாளே யசோதை. யசோதை தொல்லை இறுதி இன்பம் கண்டாளே. That is a beautiful contradictory statement. She became very happy on being disturbed by Lord Krishna as a child. That is the fortune of the mother. The mother feels that the child is mischievous. The child has pranks. The pranks of the child are enjoyed by the mother. And therefore he gave bliss to Yashoda. Balarama came and reported to Yashoda that he ate mud. Mud சாப்பிட்டான்னு ஒரு கம்ப்ளைண்ட் கொடுத்தார். Report. Balarama reported to Yashoda. She asked him to open the mouth. He said, Lord Krishna said, I did not take mud. I did not eat sand. He wept before her. All what you call acting. All acting. He was very good at acting. And he asked him to open the mouth. So as soon as he opened the mouth, he saw the entire world there. The one moment she experienced the bliss, Perinba Kula. She experienced. Next moment she felt worldly because she was taking care of the child. She said, because you ate sand, your stomach will have pain. மண்ணத்தினால வயிற்று வலி வந்துடும். ஏன் சாப்பிட்ட? Why did you take the sand? She was worried about the health of the child. He is not an ordinary human child, but she understood that he is Almighty. At the same time, he felt it. So she was tossed between the two feelings, namely the Paramananda Anubhavam, the experience of the bliss, Perinba Kula, then Ilam Kaliri. He is the young elephant or young cub. We also call elephant also we have the word cub. The lion also we have the cub. So Ilam Kaliri. So these the two lines refer to Lord Krishna. The next line, Adiyanen Periya Amma. Adiyanen Periya Ammane refers to the Pararupam Vasudeva in Vaikuntha. Periya Ammane. He is the highest. Kadutha por avunan udal iru pilavakka kai ugir aata yam kadale refers to the incarnation of Lord Narasimha. Avunan is what we call Hiranyakashipu. Avunan is another Tamil name for Hiranyakashipu. So udal iru pilavakka, he tore out in two parts the body of Hiranyakashipu. Kadutha por, he came and fought with him. Hiranyakashipu fought with him very violently in the evening, one day evening. And then Kai Uhir Anda. Kai Uhir, he used his nails to tear him to pieces. Kai Uhir is hand nails. Andayam Kadale. Kadale, again, we are referring to the ocean. He is the ocean of anger there. And Lord Narasimha was the ocean of anger in the case of Hiranyakashipu. And in the case of Prahlada, his son, he became the ocean of mercy. the ocean of affection. So, Yam Kadale. So, the Vedanta Deshika explains about Narasimha, Lord Narasimha. May the nails of hand nails of Narasimha protect it. How can nail protect it? Nail can only prick, nail can only create pain. But the beauty is, nail is the part of the body, so you can say nail is alive. The nail, while you take it out, peel it away, it goes out of the body, and therefore it is almost like a dead part of the body. But again, it is neither alive nor life, nor life. It doesn't have death. It doesn't have. It has life, but it has no death. Therefore, because he said, I must not be killed by weapons, and I must not be killed by human beings. I must not be killed by animals. Therefore, he had to take a lion man form. அவன் தமிழ்ல சொன்னான், ரெண்டே லைன்ல தான் சொன்னான். He asked for moon with just 2 lines. In Srimad Bhagavata, you find just 2 lines. All the moons are contained in 2 lines, 32 syllables. You should not be killed during night or daytime. You should not be killed outside the house or inside the house. You should not be killed in the sky or on earth. And you should not be killed by human being or animal. He took a lot of options, lot of thinking over getting moons. But Lord Sriman Narayana had to find very difficult, with great difficulty, how to avoid all this moons granted by Creator, His own Son. கை உகிர் ஆண்ட எம் கடல். அடுத்தது ஓர் உருவாய் இன்று நீ வாரா. So you have come, you have incarnated as Lord Krishna and Lord Narasimha. But I want you to come again. அடுத்தது ஓர் உருவாய் இன்று நீ வாரா. Please come today in another form. You come in any form. If you don't come in any form, now today, your people should be saved. How will your people get redeemed without your form coming today in a new fashion? You take a new form, come today, and then only all the people will be liberated. All your people will be liberated. Umare Yenganam Theru. So come again in your Nerot form, beautiful news, or else I will devotees leave. Umare is your devotee. Devotees belonging to you. Yenganam Theru. How will they get emancipation? You can also say, how will they be satisfied? How will they be consoled? We are not taking any new form today. How will they be consoled? They should be consoled. So, oh sweet child. Chubby elephant cow. Alvars have enjoyed the form of Krishna even when they were not available during Krishna Avatar. The divine experience is very good. Nammalvar did not go to any division. Nammalvar did not go to any division. Remaining in one single place, he could experience all the Archavataras.
So, Swami, you were saying that Nama, where he stayed underneath the tamarind tree, underneath the
Yeah.
Tirupuli Alvar.
Yeah.
And he just meditated about all the other Divyadeshams.
Yeah. He traveled to those places mentally.
In his mind. So you were saying that we are like the Lord's we are the Lord's property, and so He has a responsibility to maintain the property. So He has to maintain us. It's actually His responsibility to save us and to look after us.
But today it was a repetition to remind us the concept in Lakshmi Tantram. Lakshmi Tantram is a direct word of God. And Lord Sriman Narayana says, Aprarthitaha na gopaye. If you don't request, if you don't make an appeal, He will not protect. Aprarthitaha. If He is not requested, if He is not appealed to, na gopaye. He will not give extend protection. Therefore, monkey nyayam, markata nyayam is very important. Marjara nyayam, though he has got the responsibility to save us.
So the Deshika Sampradaya, they say that the request itself is an action, because the soul has kartritva. The soul has a doership, according to Vedanta. But the Tenacharya Sampradaya says that because this request is not really an action, but is simply an acceptance of the Lord as the Savior. It's just an acceptance of what is the reality. It's mental. It can be mental, simply thinking that He is my Lord, that He has to save me.
But helplessness should be explained.
Right. Sure. Helplessness is the feeling that the soul has the karpanya, has the helplessness. Hopeless and helpless.
We need a protector. We direly need a protector.
So we have to call out for the mother, and then the mother will save us.
He is the mother, He is the father, He is the friend, He is the relative, He is the wealth, and He is the teacher.
So thank you. I want to thank you very much for going into so much detail from Tirupavai about Nandagopa and Yasoda. Because otherwise they were not mentioned so much by Perivachan Pillai. They were just when we came to these pasarams in Tiruvai Moli. But I think there's a lot more to be said about Tirupavai and all the different aspects that Andal gives about the Lord and His family, even His foster family.
We find in history, foster fathers are more affectionate. Janaka to Sita, Kanva, Kashyapa Rishi to Shakuntala, Yashoda to Krishna, Kaikeyi to Rama, Kausalya to Bharata, and so on.
So we also have the experience that uncles and aunties, they are more affectionate to the children, and also the grandparents are more affectionate to the children. Sometimes they're giving a lot of presents to the children or sweets to the children. The parents have to control the children, so they have to they have to make some rules sometimes. So this is just like the Lord. The Lord has to give us so many rules and regulations to follow, and he has to try and make us follow them. But Mother Mahalakshmi is the Karunya, and even the acharyas also are acting like they're acting like the uncles and the aunties, and they're giving more mercy than even the Lord himself, because they have this other relationship.
You are right. Acharya is more affectionate than even God.
One question, Swami, that another day we discussed about Panchavratra Rashya Gotra, and today you have mentioned about Raja Rishis. And for Saramashna Gotra, the Trayarashya, Angrasa Trasatasya Paurukutsa, three rishis. And if we go to detail, this Trasatasya is son of Mandata, Ishwaku king, and Paurukutsa is son of Trasadasya. So I also wanted to ask about this one, that they are Raja Rishis of Ishwakukula. If suppose Ram 61st first king of Ishwaku clan, and Mandata was 20th king. So Paurukutsa Trasadasya and Paurukutsa are 21st and 22nd. And they were also Raja Rishis, I think. This clarification I wanted to ask on that day itself. So today you have mentioned Raja Rishis, so it came to my mind to ask you.
Very, very nice addition.
Okay.
These two are popular. Janaka and Vishwamitra are very popular.
This Trasadasya made a friendship with this Naga clan of Narmada river, and Paurukutsa's brother is that Mushukunda. He went on tapas after sleeping on tapas after waging war in favor of Indra, and that Mushukunda was responsible for turning Kalivan into ashes during Mahabharata period. That Mushukunda was also Ishwaku king. He renounced his king and went for tapas in I think at Girnar forest, Girnar caves. So these I think these two were also Raja Rishis, unknown Raja Rishis maybe. Alright, sir. If you want to supplement or if you can get some more details, I will be happier.
Right.
Thank you.
And when the kings retired from their kingdom, they used to go to the forest. They meditate, and as you said, they become what you call royalty.
And Vishwamitra was also dragged from his penance. And another one, I think Saulabh Rishi, no? While he was meditating underneath of the Yamuna river, seeing the family of fish, he wanted to become a family man, and he could not continue his penance. He came out and married, I think, 50 Rajakumaris. And he cursed Garuda also not to come and disturb this family of fish. So, taking this as a rescue, that calling the snake also came. That Saulabh Rishi also dragged by this, dragged away from his penance, I think, like Vishwamitra. This also came to my mind. So thank you.
Right. And Jadabharata, the Jadabharata Upakshana is there in Bhagavatam, where he was sage Bharata. He in one birth he only thought of a deer and became a deer in the next.
Right. So he was a king who went to the forest. He wanted to become a rishi, Raja Rishi, but then he got attached to a baby deer.
Yeah.
So in his next life, he became a deer. And so in the third life, he became this Jadabharata. He didn't say anything because he didn't want to get involved with anybody. So he stayed quiet and he stayed off. But even then, after some time, he had to speak and he had to give some instructions, spiritual instructions. But he was like Avaduta. Yeah, he was not acting like a proper person. He wanted to keep away from society. Mahatma, Sa Mahatma Sadulabaha.
And again, sage Agastya was disturbed by two demons, Ilvala and Vatapi. And Ilvala was cooked by Vatapi was cooked by Ilvala. And during Shraddha, they used to take non-vegetarian food, even the goat flesh, goat meat. And therefore, of course, Agastya killed him. So Vatapi Jirno Bhava.
Yeah, but he digested him. Agastya digested him.
Yeah,
This was a very famous story. I went to Karnataka. There's a place called Badami. There's a place called Badami in Karnataka, northern Karnataka, where they say that this happened, that this Vatapi, his brother there were two Rakshasas, and the brother used to cut him up and cook him. And then any person who came who was a guest, they would offer the food made of the body of Vatapi to him. But when he was in the person's stomach, he would again become alive and he would burst out and kill that person. And then the Rakshasas would eat that guest. But in the case of Agastya, his power of digestion was so great, he digested this Vatapi. And so he was unable. Yeah, so that place is called Badami. I've been there in northern Karnataka.
Yes, correct.
What I wanted to say is disturbance to the sages. The sages also were disturbed. That's why he says Sharanagatanam Parabhava.
स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समाह्वाय नमो यामुनसूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणां सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज वेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः।